Welcome to Bits and Pieces. This is week 2 of August in my attempt to clean out the pantry. So Monday morning, this is my harvest, just a handful of tomatoes. And then breakfast, I just did the peaches and cottage cheese again. I think I'm becoming obsessed with that. And for lunch, I warmed up some of the leftover chicken fried steak and made a sandwich. There's a lot of leftovers for this part of the week. I used the pretzel rolls I got on clearance for that. And then for dinner, I decided to make a beef and a peanut sauce, which basically I took coconut amino, since I am allergic to soy, and mixed it up, threw it into the peanut butter jars that are just had a little bit of peanut butter left in it, and shook it up, and that was my sauce. Marinated some of the beef that I had pounded on and flattened and then shredded. And then I took one of the carrots I'd gotten and some of the peppers that I had on clearance and cut those up, as well as some of the broccoli I'd gotten on clearance. Oh, and there's also one tiny little pepper from my garden. And all of this I take and saute, and then add a little bit of the peanut sauce to it after adding the meat that had been marinating in some of it. And this, I was really happy with how that this came out, as simple as it was. And we served it over some of the glass noodles that I had gotten, which I did by warming up some of the broth I had in the freezer, and then cooking the glass noodles in there, and that's what it came out to be at the end. And then Tuesday morning, I had a tomato. It's very sad. We really need it to rain around here. And I made an egg sandwich for breakfast with one of the pretzel rolls and some of the tomatoes I'd gotten on clearance. And then for lunch on that day, I had another one of the chicken fried steak sandwiches, and I also did a peach with cottage cheese for my lunch. Tuesday dinner is a stuffed bell pepper that is stuffed with mostly rice and lentils. So I cut up some of the tops of the peppers I still had, as well as half of a hatch pepper. The partial onions I had from other dishes. Everything got finely chopped and sauteed with some Italian sausage, just a couple links of those. And then I mixed spaghetti sauce and tomato sauce that I had in a can for the topping, put a little bit of it in the mixture with the rice and lentils that I'd cooked, as well as the pepper and sausage. Everything got mixed up. And then I had a little bit more stuffing than I had peppers, and baked those. Those actually turned out really good. And very little meat was needed. It's mostly rice and lentils. And then I opened up a can of green beans for the side, keeping it very simple and getting rid of yet more cans from the pantry, which I'm rather excited about. I went ahead and packed my lunch for Wednesday because I was going into the office, and breakfast. So breakfast was the peaches and cottage cheese, and I just did some peanut butter rolls. And then dinner, I took the leftover mashed potatoes from previously and made potato cakes, which just involved adding some garlic powder, pepper, flour, and an egg, and then rolling them in more flour and frying them up, and served it with one of the leftover bell peppers. Not the healthiest meal I've had, but it was so good. Thank you for joining us at Bits and Pieces. If you're enjoying the videos, please like and subscribe.